drive. You need to secure the disk and upload all content. Target area is on your attack map. Ultra One, this is actual. Enemy UAV is active.
Hiding all my roads to you. And if I
That's a player. Nope. Guys, you gotta leave me alone. Yeesh. 3 of them? Boys. I'm not trying to get into a fight, man. Not yet, anyway. That was the intro I wanted to use for a cool video about the DMZ and how fun it is, but plans have changed a little bit. So instead, I'm going to tell you how a good game is becoming bad and will continue to get worse, and also why I do the things that I do on this channel. All right, but let's talk about this for a second. For the record, I like Modern Warfare 2. I like the movements, I like the weapons, I like the gunplay, and I especially like the DMZ. I've got a lot of good things to say about this year's Modern Warfare, but I'm not primarily a Call of Duty channel, and I'll go into further depth as to why that is here in a minute, but to give you a visual demonstration, it's this right here. These bundles that are in the game store right now, they come with these extra perks in the DMZ. They're fairly minor in the grand scope of things because they're not too overpowered, probably so Activision can slowly creep their way into something bigger, but when it comes down to it, your real-life money is giving you an advantage in the game to give you an edge over everyone else who's playing the game normally without paying their actual money. Now, full disclosure here, I purchased the Ghost Pack here because a 15-minute timer for this insured weapon is a huge benefit when I've got limited time to make content and I'm trying to streamline everything. But that also came with Ghost, who has a 2-plate vest instead of 1, like every other gamer. Instead of having to go find a 2-plate vest, I've already got one. So that right there is an advantage. And then you've got the newest debacle here that they're selling with the bundle where the operator has a UAV by default every single time they hop into the DMZ. If you're a DMZ player, you understand that this is a huge advantage because everyone else on the map either has to find one of these or buy one of these or use a UAV tower in the game. And UAVs are very effective in this game, so this essentially means that anyone dropping into especially a Sheikah better be prepared for an instant gunfight where they'll be outplayed because they don't have those red dots on the map and the other guy does. So not only did they add pay to win previously with a 2-plate vest for an initial unfair start, but then after seeing the response to that, a lot of people buying that, including myself, they added more pay to win features by adding the UAV operator. Things are not trending well with this game mode, and the problem is here. Casual gamers that will hop into the game before and after work, or maybe just want to enjoy their experience but not constantly grind, will purchase these. Dads with jobs, teenagers in sports. They don't want to take that extra time to hop in and find those things at the risk of losing them then if they get killed. And I don't blame the consumer here, but Activision knows this. The game mode itself is free, so people like that are going to look at this and think, hey, why not invest a few dollars into the game? It's going to make things easier for me. I don't have to take as much time grinding for the boring stuff. Why wouldn't I drop money here? So I don't blame the consumer. I get that aspect for the casual gamers because they're just there to have fun. It's the predatory nature of the implementation of these things that is really the abhorrent behavior. And so they're going to keep selling things like this because people are going to purchase these things, which is truly, truly unfortunate because the game mode itself is a really, really cool idea and some of the things that they've added are working pretty well in the game. But unfortunately, it looks like it's just trending to be a pay-to-win game mode anyway. Great mechanics, horrible monetization. But that also brings me to why I do what I do. Occasionally I'll get a comment about how I'm promoting garbage games that will never get finished, and I can see where they're coming from here because a lot of what I've played on the channel or covered have been indie titles that are in early access. But a lot of what I show off are games that I think are not only really cool, but also games that I enjoy playing. There's rarely a video I produce, if any I can think of, that I didn't like playing the game that I showed off or didn't find something really cool about that game or its features. If I'm not having fun, I really don't want to make a video on it. And I also do these games because I respect the developers that create these games, because most of the time, they're not trying to find the fastest route from beginning development to raking in the dough. Most of the time, they're actually just making a passion project and it grows out from there. Not only that, but a majority of the games on this channel aren't trying to nickel and dime you as you play. Not to say that they don't have in-game transactions or the in-game transactions are bad per se, but a lot of the games that I do on this channel are normally just a single purchase and then you can do everything within the game. So of course, I think these games are more ethical and not predatory like some of the things that we're seeing from Activision now. So that's why I'm going to continue to point out games within this indie sphere, even if they're not finished, even if they're rough around the edges, because at least they've got some passion behind them. At least they care about what they're doing and how they want their game to look, and they're not just trying to gouge into your pockets. Will I show more Call of Duty stuff on this channel? Probably, because I enjoy the mechanics of that game and I have a lot of fun playing that game. So when I see something I think is cool in the game or have some sort of opinion on the aspect of the game, I'm gonna play it and I'll give my opinion on it. If I want to play a game, I'm gonna play a game, but that doesn't mean that I think that the way this game mode is trending is good, and I don't think the game is going to continue to be fun if they're going to do this. It makes me sad, but I suppose it opens doors for other studios to do it a little bit better. So hopefully some of these indie studios can take some notes here on this game mode and casualize the extraction experience without making it pay to win, but also have some modern weapons. Just as I'm editing this video and getting some footage, I realized something. This is currently an event going on in Call of Duty. It's some sort of, you gather these trophies and then you can get rewards like this. This is a perfect way to implement these sorts of things as far as out-of-game mechanics, like getting a 2-plate vest outside of the map, or getting a self-revive, purchasing some of these things. Using this system right here is kind of like Hunt Showdown. They've got Hunt dollars, and then they've got those contract things. I don't remember the currency right now, but this could be a way to save the system. If you added these as part of the permanent system in the DMZ, you have a way to purchase operators like this outside of the map without spending all of your currency. You just have to grind for something like this. I think in order to save the DMZ trajectory here, you have to start implementing something like this into the main game mode so that you at least provide a way to acquire something like this without spending your real life money. It just takes more time to grind. I think that's probably the best route that they should go. I just thought of that, so someone at Activision take notes, please. Let me know down below what you think about all this, and maybe you've got another game that I should keep my eye on when it comes to these first-person extraction shooter experiences. I'm always looking for something cool. That's all for this one. Have a great day, gamers. Thank you so much for watching, and until the next one, be bold, be courageous, stay gray.